Hey, evening everyone. Hope you're doing good. Um, Coming on to do this Facebook Live tonight to talk about a loss over the weekend in the disability advocacy community. Um this gentleman, Heiwa, I met and part of advocacy efforts through ADAPT in DC, and I think he came to Little Rock too. Um, Passed away over the weekend. Not sure why. Don't ask me. Others may know, but he passed away, or they passed away. Uh, I say they because I don't know. I don't know the pronouns they use, so I will correct that. Just say they, just to protect myself. Um, what we need to do is, you know, pick up the mantle of things, and picking up the mantle means they were a leader, and we need to pick up their leadership mantle and lead on. Use what they knew and how how they advocated and their knowledge and their story. If they were okay with it, we speak up for the rights of people with disabilities. We need to take and start documenting our stories more. Yes, but there's been books about history of disability movement written. And yes, I get that. The history is important. But personal stories are important too. And I'm all for personal stories, because personal stories help in uh, leading others to know how they can advocate. Personal stories give uh, the knowledge to people. They give the fact that, each person has their own story, and it may encourage others to write or tell their story. And when you tell your story, you advocate. When you tell why you're advocating for certain things, you know, that's important. We've got to start doing more because right now it's hard for us to get out and do things in person. Yes, I know there's some people that have been going out and doing things as much as possible. Some have gone to the Capitol to advocate outside, to speak up for what's right, and I love that. I've even gone to the Capitol to speak in person or to the Senate side to speak when I was on vacation to speak in person about advocacy issues and why things matter and why we need more people to work for disability rights in Congress and in the Senate on both sides. I didn't speak up about Build That Better because I knew what my senator's position was. Uh, but I did speak up that, about the rights of people with disabilities need to be heard and the needs of people with disabilities need to be heard. We've got to start doing something on. Um, we can advocate over the phone. We can advocate about videos and share them and get others to hear our stories and hear why it's important. We can advocate by going to our congressmen, senators, places where they're at. If we have to need to wear a mask to protect ourselves, we will wear a mask. We will do everything we can to protect our health. That doesn't mean others won't, but we need to do everything we can to protect our health. But we've got to start speaking up. We got to not be afraid. I think some of us have gotten where we're so soft and so in a position of, just anger, disbelief, and and stuff. We need to start taking steps and say, this is why you need to do stuff. This is why you need it. You need to hear us out, and we will not shut up until you hear us. And we need to not give up. We need to start telling our stories. That's the only way we're gonna do right. And we need people who are willing to work on policy issues that are people with disabilities. There's some that are advocates, and some know how to work on policy, and some that want to work on changing policy, and some that want to, you know, be able to lobby, which is different than just educating. Educating, I think, is better than lobbying, but you know what? There's also the fact that you need to lobby uh, and do things, and do things right. We need to lobby for one another, whether it's physical, developmental, emotional, whatever type of disability we have. We need to work together on things. But and that's the beauty of ADAPT, where I met Heiwa. Uh, it's people with physical, developmental, emotional disabilities, visual, hearing, deaf people, all advocating for the rights of people with disabilities. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I just want to come on for a little bit and talk. Thank you for those who watched. Thank you for those who came in and out. I appreciate y'all. Take care. I'll be back later probably.